right, I'm done. All right, I'm done. I'm just joking. All right, so I have been gone for a while. I have been working on my basement so that I can make space for my craft things. Before I was upstairs in our family room and it was taking over our house, so we refinished the basement. Well, I refinished the basement, and now I have all my craft stuff down here. Anyway, so today I want to show you guys an unboxing of the Fancier Studios 16 by 24 heat press. I have literally had this since November, not opened it, so prayerfully it actually works, because if it doesn't, then I'm way out of the warranty period, but I've been holding on to it so that I can unbox it for you guys. Let's take a look at it and see what we think, whether it was worth the buy. I think I paid a little under $500 for it, which isn't bad, because I think for my small heat press, I probably paid $200 for it. The neat thing with this box, since I got it in November or December time period, all I did was remove my address, so can't none of y'all find me if y'all crazy stalker people. I'm just joking. None of you guys are crazy stalker people. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. This year, YouTube is going to be one of my major focuses, so you'll see a lot of me. This will be the first time. I'm going to try and put out a video once every week or two. All right. So I'm very, very excited to open this. I'm gonna delete this part because it's kind of embarrassing. All right. Have a separate line put in my basement for it so that I wouldn't be tripping the breaker, because this is an older house. If you give me a second, let me show you. So I had an electrician friend who came and ran that line for me, so that I could, it's on its own circuit, so that way it doesn't trip the electricity in my house. Something to keep in mind, it's going to take 20 or 30 minutes for this to heat up to whatever temperature for it to level out. So keep that in mind, because you know I'm somebody who's like last minute making something and I want it done fast, and I would set it and probably be like 5 minutes later think, oh, it should be hot enough, let me do it. 20 30 minutes for it to level out in terms of the temperature. All right, so rolled up in the top here, like right here, I see there is a Teflon. This, I think this is a Teflon. One thing I do notice is that there are some like exposed wires here. I don't know how I feel about that. Here, there we go. See those red and green wires there? I'm not sure about how I feel about those being exposed like that. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. You can see the little hand display. Looks like there's temperature, up, down, and a time button. Over here to the side here is the on and off button. The plug is right below that. Looks like this would control the tension for it. I don't think there's anything else I need to point out on the actual machine. So I'm going to bring you guys back a little bit more again so you can see. The cord is not super long. Pull like this, you can feel the top open. And this time I got the clamshell one because I don't have as much space to be swinging it all around. Right off the bat, I can see that there's some kind of scuffs on the actual plate. Let me see. Oh, my stomach is growling. I know you guys can hear that. All right, I can see that there is some scuffs. At first, I thought it was just kind of dirt, but it's not dirt. I'm using my phone to make sure you can see. There are some scuffs and scratches on the plate, which So the scratches and the scuffs are not like a deal breaker. I don't think it will affect the functionality of the actual heat press, but it is something to note because, you know, I would hope that there would be some kind of quality control to ensure that, you know, you're getting a product that is, yeah, it's not dust, you know, in good condition after spending the money. I also see that this, like this part down here, it's not glued very well, particularly around the edges. You can see it's pulling, actually it's pulling in multiple places around the edges here. So I don't know. I'm not happy about that either. So you can see to close the heat press, you can hear a click when it's clicked into place, when it's locked. And when you gotta open it, you gotta pull again. You can hear it click when it opens. Kind of flip. It's kind of strong. I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, so pull it up, click, kind of hold it, and then lift it up. This one, the one that I purchased, does have a pull-out thing. It doesn't pull out a whole lot, but I think that this will help at least kind of help me to not burn myself immediately. I'm gonna turn on. So I'm going to set a temperature of, I'll just do a quick piece of vinyl. So let's see. I usually do my vinyl at about 300. I'm not sure what that beeping means. Hold on, y'all. Let me see why this thing beeping like this. It's actually been well over 30 minutes. I had some laundry to do, so I went and took care of that. In terms of the smell, there is a strong smell. It's not a bad smell. It's almost like smoky, kind of, which is kind of expected. It's been in the box, probably some dust and stuff like that settled on it. But it's not bad. I'm in the basement, so I can't smell it in the rest of my house, so I didn't really need to open up a window or anything like that for the smell. It should be heat up to 300. All right, now I'm going to try and take a piece of vinyl. This is just a piece of, I cut it off of a roll, black vinyl. I'm gonna take it, put it on there, and for this I'm going to take and put this little Teflon sheet that came with it on top of it. It's kind of dusty now. It's kind of dusty down here in the basement right now. All right, so I'm gonna put that on top until I get magnets to attach it. And once again, I'm gonna let that time go down. All right, there you go. And I'm just pulling off this transfer sheet. Worked just fine. The vinyl is well adhered to this like corduroy fabric. It looks good. Something was going on with my sublimation printer. Of course, I haven't used it in a while, so I was expecting it. I was able to print something just to kind of see. I had cut off, like, the black ink was kind of bleeding a little bit, so I cut off the little piece. But this is a design I'm working on for some graduation hats, so it's just a piece of it. But it'll be good enough for us to see if this is actually gonna work, how well the heat press works. So I'm putting the design here. I'm gonna put a piece of paper over it, and it's already heat up. It's been a while. 400 for 60 seconds. All right, and I kind of put the design kind of closer to the edge here, so that way I can it'll give me an idea of how well the edges are heating up versus the kind of middle of the heat press, which I know a lot of people have issues with some of these bigger heat presses, is that they'll heat unevenly on the outside edges compared to the center. And I'm just sublimating on this piece of polyester fabric that I got from Walmart, and I just use it for like tests and practice or whatever. Anyway, so I will pull this out like this usually, or what I plan to do, pull this out, put the design down, and then you push it back in. It does move rather easily. Put it back in and close this down. We'll see. Ready? And I did put a piece of paper over top. Ready, steady, and go. The timer does set. It starts automatically, so let's see in 60 seconds what happens. All right, so the timer just went off. It's beeping. I do notice that the temperature is dipping below 400. You can see right now it says 397, and the smell is kind of getting to me. So let's see how it works. So the print was a little bit off, so I'm not going to blame the heat press for that, but you can see it worked pretty well. I do notice that it is a little fuzzier down here. I don't know, the ghosting could just be it could just be that the paper moved, or it could be that the plate on that edge is not getting as hot as the rest. I'm not sure yet, but I'll check it out. So don't worry about the colors, because the colors are not accurate considering the because I got to fix my printer. So either way, I would say overall this seems like a pretty decent heat press for the price. I think, like I said, I spent a little bit under $500 for it. I want to say 4 something. I will put the number on the screen somewhere so that you guys can know exactly how much money I spent on it. I think it's so far, after unboxing it, I think it's a worthwhile investment. I'll be back, and you'll see me doing some different things with this heat press in the near future. But for right now, we did the unboxing. I did a little test of it with vinyl, and I did a test of it with sublimation, and so far it seems like it's working good. I also come back and do a test of the heat when I have a heat gun. I don't have one with me right now. I have to go purchase that, but overall, it seems like a pretty sturdy design. I do love that the timer sets automatically, because I am somebody who's known to kind of forget to push the button down on my old heat press, and then I'll be like, okay, it seems like it's been like 10 seconds, so let me press it real quick, and then when it gets to 10, I'll stop it because I forgot to press the button. It's nice. This closes and it starts counting for you automatically. In terms of setting it, it's very easy, straightforward. Setting the temperature and the time. There's the up button, up down buttons, and the time button. And also the pressure adjustment. It's pretty easy to work with. All you do is turn this either way. If you turn it this way, so this is counterclockwise, then it makes it easier. So less pressure. So you can see it's easier for me to close. If I turn it clockwise, it tightens it up, and you'll see it's harder for me to close then, so that's going to be more pressure on whatever is in the heat press. So overall, it seems like a pretty good heat press. Like I said, I did notice that the numbers kind of dipped, but that's what happened with my other heat press too, so I don't know if that's standard or whatever, but like I said, this has been running for about an hour now at this point. So I'll let you know. I probably just put a little comment at the end of this video. I'll get the heat gun probably today, and I won't test it on camera, but I'll put it here. So overall, I like it. If I don't like it for some reason, I will let you guys know. All right, bye YouTube family. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know that sounds cliche, and I'm kind of cringing hearing myself say it, but it does help me. Also, I'm going to be starting a Facebook group to help people so that I can have more hands-on. I've been Zoom calling people and trying to help people through some of the issues they had, so I figured why not just start a group where that way I can help people kind of more one-on-one, and then also we can help each other. It will be in the description box below. It is called Create Space, but if you click on the link and you would just join that group, that would be really great. Like I said, I think it'll be a fun place for us to kind of learn from one another, drama-free, and hopefully we'll get some hands-on, and I'll be able to provide some more hands-on help that I can't provide necessarily in the comment section of YouTube. So please join the group, and thank you guys for your time. Bye, everybody.